Alright, next, if this is the first time the flip button is being clicked, let's assign the image component button and the image name of the clicked button to the old image component, old button and old image name variables. To do this, I will drag if-else code block under control into the matchFlip function. First, we need to check if this is the first time a flip button is being clicked. If it is the first time, the value of the flip state variable will be 1. So let's check if the value of the flip state variable is 1. For the condition here, I am going to drag a code block with an equal sign under the logic section. Connect the app variable flip state code block from variables to the left side of the equal sign and connect a code block with a 0 from map to the right side like this. Now let's change the value here to 1. Alright, if the value of the flip state variable is 1, meaning it is the first time a flip button is being clicked, let's assign the image component button and the image name of the clicked button to the old image component, old button and old image name variables as described earlier. Now I will drag the setApp variable flipCount2 code block from variables. Then click the arrow next to it and select app variable old image component. Next, click the variables and connect the app variable image component code block here. Alright, now let's look at the code block we have created. At this point, the image component corresponding to the clicked flip button is assigned to the current image component variable. Now we have assigned the image component assigned to the current image component variable to the old image component variable. In the same way, let's assign the button assigned to the current button variable to the old button variable. I will right-click on the setApp variable old image component code block and duplicate it. Drag the duplicated code below the setApp variable old image component to current image component code block. Alright, now click the arrow next to app variable old image component and select app variable old button. Similarly, from here, select current button instead of current image component. Alright, next let's assign the name of the image corresponding to the clicked button to the old image name variable. I will right-click on the setApp variable old button to current button code block and duplicate it again. Drag the duplicated code block below. Click the arrow next to app variable old button and select app variable old image name. Now let's drag the current button code block connected with this code block to the recycle bin and remove it from here. Instead, I will click lists and connect an in-list get #1 code block here. Let's drag the list code block here into the recycle bin and remove it. Now instead of that, let's connect an app variable list image code block from the variable section. Instead of 1 here, again, let's connect the I code block from variables. Click on the arrow in front of I and select rename variable. Now give the new variable the name flip button number and click the OK button. Alright, we have now created a new variable called flip button number and assigned its value here. Let's look at the code block we have created. If the number of the clicked flip button is 1, the name of the first image in the list images variable is assigned to the old image name variable. If the number of clicked flip buttons is 2, the name of the second image in the list images variable is assigned to the old image's name variable. In this way, the name of the image corresponding to the click flip button is assigned to the old image name variable. Since we have clicked this flip button once, let's increase the value of the flip state variable by 1. I will drag the change app variable flip count by 1 code from variables below the setApp variable old image name code block. Click the arrow next to app variable flip count and change variable name to app variable flip state. So far, we have written the code for the first time a button is clicked. At this point, the value of the flip state variable is 1. But now, the values of the flip state variable has changed to 1 plus 1 equals 2.